GOP lawmaker pushing to subpoena transcripts from Fisa court hearings, by Christina Layla for thegatewaypundit.com. Media was set ablaze after the House Intelligence Committee released their classified Fisa memo on Friday morning. The Fisa abuses are shocking. We found out disgraced FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe said in a hearing in December of 2017, but if not for Hillary's dossier, the FBI would have never sought a Fisa warrant on Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. Representative Louis Gohmert said he's preparing a letter to send to Chairman Bob Goodlatte questioning the House Judiciary Committee subpoena transcripts from the Fisa court hearings. Representative Gohmert appeared on Fox News Sunday to talk about the Fisa abuse memo, which was released Friday. Gohmert also revealed he is requesting the House Judiciary Committee subpoena the Fisa court hearing transcripts. I have prepared a letter that I plan to submit to and hopefully have other people sign on with me tomorrow on our Judiciary Committee. We have a great chairman, Bob Goodlatte, on our Judiciary Committee. He wants to get to the facts, and what I'm asking him for is that we, as the Judiciary Committee, subpoena the transcripts from the Fisa court hearings. The 4 different ones, at least, regarding the dossier. I want to hear everything that was said, Gohmert said. Gohmert wants to know why the Fisa judge hadn't put anyone in jail for committing a fraud against the court. Hint, the Fisa judge was appointed by Obama. Fisa judges rotate, and a Fisa warrant must be renewed every 90 days. The fact that 4 different Fisa warrants were issued using the dossier shows how corrupt the FBI, DOJ, and FISC, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, were under the Obama administration. Representative Gohmert previously blasted the Fisa judge and said that he, as a former judge, would have put former FBI Director James Comey, outgoing Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and Justice Department official Bruce Orr in prison for committing fraud against the court. On Friday, conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch announced it filed a FOIA lawsuit against the DOJ for all underlying Fisa documents. Representative DeSantis also called for the declassification of all Fisa applications related to the dossier. Representative Lee Zeldin nuked liberals screeching about the memo's claim McCabe said the dossier played a central role to seeking and obtaining a Fisa warrant. Representative Zeldin, McCabe did in fact testify under oath that there would not have been a Fisa warrant if not for the dossier. It was recorded. They're trying to back out of McCabe saying that. You see what I'm saying? And they got 4 separate Fisa warrants, and all through Obama, and the judge stepped down. You wonder why. And why is the judge not going after them? This is a very excellent point that he's stating here.
Well, it's not like I care about what's happening in the football realm. It'll be the first Super Bowl I've missed.
Oh, is that right?
Anyway,
is that
great to be with you.
I didn't know there was a football game
one
on
I
tonight.
missed.
Is that on purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
That's on purpose, missing the game?
It is.
Really? Over the national anthem, or you just
Correct.
A little protest.
Oh, okay.
But let me also say, because of the people that have been quoted before me,
right?
If the Democrats who are currently defending this outrageous conduct by the Department of Justice had been Republicans in the 70s, then Richard Nixon would have finished his term, and every Republican presidential candidate would have won, because these Democrats have got to understand what they're telling the United States and the world is, Mr. Trump, President Trump, we think it's perfectly fine if you develop opposition research on any of your opponents, anybody you're unhappy with,
right,
and then use the DOJ to monitor them, to surveil them, and to try to destroy their lives. We think that's great. The Democrats will rue the day that they have defended what's going on here. And it also, getting into the budget and the appropriations, it makes it pretty doggone tough to work out agreements with people who have taken the position that it's fine and dandy to lie to a federal judge, to use the Department of Justice and our intel as weapons, and then we're supposed to work out great.
Tough to work with them. No, I get it. I want to talk about the budget in a moment, but I do have another question about the memo. There are reports that there are more memos to come. For example, Axios reports there may be tonight as many as 5 more Republican memos to come. But on the issue of the Democrats, who you brought up, do you support their version, their rebuttal memo being released?
What a joke.
An issue of fairness. Are you okay with that?
Even in the issue of fairness, it is going to be released, but it's not out of an issue of fairness because the Democrats did not have their memo go through the rigors that the Republican did. They want to shortcut all the things that they made the Republican memo go through before it was released.
Right, but if it does go through the process, you're okay with it coming out?
Just to shut them up, release it, fine.
Get it out.
I'll tell you what else I'm doing. I have prepared a letter that I plan to submit to and hopefully have other people sign on with me tomorrow on our Judiciary Committee. We have a great chairman of the Judiciary Committee. He wants to get to the facts, and what I'm asking him for is that we, as the Judiciary Committee, subpoena the transcripts from the Fisa court hearings, the 4 different ones at least, regarding the dossier, when it was used, what was said.
McCabe in particular, you want to see what McCabe said in particular?
We know what
I want to see everything. I want to see everything that was said. As a former judge who signed warrants, I am outraged, number one, that they got a warrant 4 times based on what they used, the dossier being the biggest thing we're told. But number 2, why this judge has not gone ahead and put people in jail to lying to him, for actually committing a fraud against the court. He doesn't even have to have a hearing if the fraud's committed against him in his presence as a judge, and that's exactly what happened here. The fact that he hadn't put people in jail tells me this FISA system is broken. We need a transcript of everything he heard, everything he was told, and then pursue contempt and actually potential
criminal charges,
all kinds of abuse of power. Yeah, there's some malicious prosecution is what should be coming here for sure.
You see, this is so important. Yeah, we'll let them release it, but they don't. The Democrats weren't going to go through any rigorous, investigation to release their memo like the Republicans. Listen, in other words, bottom line, the game is rigged against the Republicans, the conservatives, and the Democrats are scrambling to get something out. Listen, if they had 4 or 5 separate FISA warrants, which each last for 90 days, they didn't find crap on Trump, and over a year they've been investigating. I mean, are you kidding me? And then they're going to come out with a memo of a bogus garbage? That's what they're handing to the people. And the idiots on the left will swallow it because they're idiots. That's basically, you can't say it any better, what they are. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.